How's it going, guys? Panther Films here, and today we're going to be reacting to Season 2, Episode 6 of The Walking Dead Dead City. This episode is titled, Bridge Partners Are Hard to Come By These Days. Jesus Christ, there is no reason for the episode title to be that fucking long. Whatever, though. Yeah, last episode we had, I guess, the death of Dharma. Negan was basically being a mastermind of basically pulling all the strings to get Dharma and the Croat in one place. The way Negan did that was, obviously, early on in the episode, he saw the vat in the maze and, saw how much Dharma cared about the vat in the maze, and then basically used that against her, right? So Negan said to Croat, she cares more about the vat than you. And then Negan killed the vat, and then she blamed Croat for it. And then she bit Croat, just like that story that Pierce told in episode 4. And Croat pushed the Dharma, she fell, and then I think a lantern fell, and then fire just kind of spread. Or was it a candle or something like that? It was one or the other. And then Croat just left her to burn. We also had a pretty poorly choreographed scene with Narvaez and Maggie in the boathouse area in Central Park, right, where we had the hanging, and then walkers showed up, and the walkers went past a few of the people in the back, and then they suddenly started eating them. I thought it was some ritual thing, and for some reason the walkers wouldn't attack them, but no, they did. Roxana died, and all her people started moaning, and that alerted all the zombies, and all the zombies came in. Narvaez tried to escape with Herschel, failed, died, and she basically gave up. It felt like the acting there wasn't that strong. She just was like, no, and that was it. And then the episode ended with, I guess, Ginny also got injured in that scene. She got pushed against a fence, and it cut her side, which we'll see if she's going to tell anyone about that. I don't know why she's hiding it. It's not like it's a bite. You know what I mean? It's a little injury that could get infected. You should probably tell someone. But yeah, at the end of the Maggie section of the episode, we saw Bruegel show up. So they're with Bruegel now, and like I said, Dharma is potentially dead. We didn't see her die, so maybe she could still be alive, but based off the promo for this episode, it looks like she got burnt to a fucking crisp. We also lost Christos, and pretty much all his people. After Negan went to visit him, and Christos wasn't having any of it. He didn't want to be a part of the Alliance until Negan found out that Christos has children to protect and his wife to protect, right? And there's kids, and the whole group has kids to protect, right? So Negan saw that and was like, you know what? Maybe we can make a deal. I don't want this. I don't want to hurt your people. I don't want to put your people in any kind of danger. But in a way, you're eventually going to be in danger from New Babylon. And then the Croat showed up because the Croat saw that, the power went down earlier on in the episode. And the Croat put two and two together. He saw one of the weapons that Christos' people uses. And, the methane that Negan took to Christos' place, actually, the gas was what would you call it? Is it the gas? I think the chemicals and the gas was in the air. So basically, it made everyone weak and everyone started dying. And then Croat and the Bratzi just finished off Christos' people and took Negan away. And then Negan got pissed. He uses the vat situation, and that's how the Croat ended up killing Dharma. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens now. Is the Croat going to take over? I'd assume so. Or is Negan going to pull his strings again? Because if Negan's in charge, that should make it pretty easy for Maggie to get the methane and stuff. But I don't think she really cares that much about it now. But yeah, I'm excited to get into this episode. Based off the promo, it looks like the bear's going to show up this episode. So that's pretty good. Yeah, I guess we should just stop doolallying around with this shitty intro and get right into the fucking episode.
Does she have something over you?
Well, not anymore, she don't.
I think I'm late to the party.
That was such a weird cut. I feel like there should have been a few more seconds of it just being black, but it's fine. Yeah, they're with Bruegel. I do agree with what people have been saying about the season, though. it mostly being set in the woods is kind of annoying.
There was this little collective in our own backyard.
Yeah.
Come, 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 come. Watch for ticks.
Watch for ticks. What's she up to? Whoa! What the fuck? The bear? How? Where is it? Is the bear inside the bush? Like, inside the building somewhere? I mean, we do know we'll see the bear this episode, right? Based off the promo. Would be cool to have, like, a flashback episode. Jesus.
She fell back.
Like, showing, like, how, like, the outbreak started in New York and shit.
Couldn't have saved her without endangering myself.
Hmm.
Oh my god, she was delirious. Attacking me.
Biting me. Is Negan gonna hit him?
Are we still at Bruegel?
I mean, what happens with me?
Hmm.
The family will be arriving tomorrow.
Basically next episode then.
If he wanted us dead, we'd be dead.
I know
I
I
guess.
was acting all friendly, but I saw him with the Croat.
Mm-hmm.
They were on the same side.
Yeah, but acting friendly and actually being friendly is different. Like, he doesn't like the Croat, right?
Seeing as it's just us now, I think it's fair to say we're heading home.
Literally, all the new characters just got wiped out. Like, the only one that's left is Bruegel.
It's been a while. Found it at the boathouse. Loaded one would have been nicer, but oh well. No one's gonna keep you here.
Why?
I mean it. If you want to go, go. Can I see your ID? Special occasion, right?
Can I see your ID? What? It's the apocalypse, I guess. Who gives a fuck?
Colonization business. It's got its cons. The exploitation of natural resources, the annihilation of indigenous people's way of life. But on the pro side, resources, the annihilation of indigenous people. I'm kidding. I'm all for it. There's literally nothing I would like more.
What? Why, though?
What if I could give you, but I'm guessing you're already after?
The methane.
I don't have it yet, but I can get it.
You were pretty chummy with the Croat and Negan.
Chumminess was necessary at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wins. Well, not everybody, not the ones we're gonna rob and kill, but you understand what I'm saying.
We'll think it over.
Will we?
You bring that rocket, let's go!
Huh?
Stay with me.
Oh, she's still alive? Oh my god. It's like a hidden blade in his watch. That's so sick.
It's a gentrifying neighborhood. What do you expect?
He's so charismatic, man. I can't. It's like Negan all over again. You just can't help yourself from smiling.
Whoa, hey.
How?
I could have helped her, and now she's gone.
I mean, we didn't see her die on screen, technically. Imagine she's still alive. Nah, there's no way.
I mean, who says that you have to stay?
Yeah, just leave.
You remember how she talked about fresh starts?
Nah, there's no way Croat's just gonna leave.
It isn't the plan that can't be trusted, it's him.
Is this the same room that they used to get into the museum?
Maybe you already knew that because that's what New Babylon has been about for a long time.
Rolling his eyes.
The four of us can do it. And
You
it's not.
wanted Negan dead once. Now you want to save his life.
Mm-hmm. Well, to be fair, you could say that about Vic. He wanted Negan dead so many times and then he just saves him. That's just shit writing. Doesn't matter about like, oh, but Carl wanted him. Like, it doesn't matter. Carl's dead. Like, Vic was so, like, vengeful, like, I'm gonna kill you, and then just doesn't. The writing is just inconsistent with every character in Walking Dead, to be honest. Like, Maggie wanted to kill Negan for so long, and then she just didn't.
Luckily, I'm in my thirst. I missed her.
I will go home.
That's what he wanted to do before.
Told you, I crashed my boat into the island.
Get another boat. I mean, Daryl managed it.
Come with me, Negan.
What, to Croatia?
Ah?
No. Ah?
Bring them too.
And then that's how Negan shows up in Daryl Dixon. No. Uh-oh. He should have washed them, but I guess he couldn't. He's like, oh shit. He's gonna put it together now. I love his, like, expressions. Like, raising his eyebrow and stuff.
You put the rat in my head.
Yeah. Croat's dead. Oh, maybe not. Ah!
You are my brother!
Was he? What the fuck? Why did Glenn just do that? And Abe.
You should be thanking me.
Hmm.
All that you have built
It's because of me.
is because of me. Call me a liar. Sure.
Hmm.
You made me what I am.
So now I've got to kill you.
Go.
What? No, don't tell him to go.
Don't ever come back.
He's gonna come back.
Please.
Kill him. Why would you let him go? Because he knows your family's out there. What if he goes after your family to get payback? I told you, dude. I knew Negan would take over. Question is he going to be the villain or the hero? Because he might start enjoying being in charge. Because there's moments in this season where he's been enjoying, like the boat being blown up and stuff. He started smiling and stuff. He started smiling about like the Croat talking about the past. It would be kind of shitty character development though, because it's like he'd just go back to the way he was, which would be a bit boring. Because this season he does feel very different compared to last season. Like he's a lot more like moping around. He's not really doing a lot. Also, Maggie doesn't know that she's injured. Is it not infected?
Do you know how many times I've thought about killing Negan?
Quite a lot. It's just a revolving door of storyline. Like, it ended perfectly in season 11.
The one thing I know is that it's cost me a lot.
Also, her going after Negan is the reason Vic went to the CRM. Because Dowell helped her out. And then she didn't even kill Negan anyway. So it's like, what? What? He's gone back down there. He's the leader now. Like, why is he going back down there? He didn't do a very good job at hiding the fact that he killed the bat. Does he not have any other boots? I guess not. So I mean he's moping about. Oh. Croat's back. Why would he leave the bat? Maggie? No. Bruegel? Is it a walker? What is it? Is it Dharma? Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Completely forgot about him. Pierce?
I think it was a punishment for embarrassing the lady.
Hmm.
I can leave. I can go home.
Wherever you want.
Interesting. Because Negan used to lock people in rooms for ages and try to break them. He's changed, but is he? I don't know. That's
Sorry.
enough.
And maybe that is why you're feeling like everything's upside down, because you are on the losing side.
New Babylon.
I take it history on the winner's side doesn't look much better.
History is written by the victors.
I just meant
I'm fucking with you.
I love that they're F-bombs. Like, I say it every episode, but it's great.
I built this system to protect my people. Another line them up, do a little song and dance, and I would execute one of them. I sure as hell left them twisted up.
Yeah, it's like he changed them for the worse. Like the Croat is the way he is because of Negan, right? That's what he said. But I just feel like that kind of reflecting shouldn't be done in a spin-off, in my opinion. This music is literally... Like, it sounds like Last of Us music. He's gonna go looking for the Dharma even though she's already dead. Also, the bears are there. I don't get the bear scene at the beginning. That makes no sense. It was, like, right outside the museum. She's gonna wake up. She knows he's gone. What is he doing? Has he covered himself in the blood? Oh, he's poisoning the water.
What is in that canteen?
Blood?
What were you about?
What is he doing?
What are you doing?
I'm leaving.
Can't you see what it is that she is doing?
And what do you care?
I don't know what you're talking
Stop
about.
lying.
I mean, I get why he's pissed.
You don't know what they're doing to Negan.
Of course it's the same. That's not home. That's just what you call it. But you're not really there.
Yeah, she's still thinking about it.
Hey,
What the fuck? What are you doing? Hopefully the bear gets him, kills him. What the fuck?
what is that?
It's a bear.
Close the door. Close it.
Jesus. In the promo, it looked... you could easily see it. It looked darker in this scene. Or this episode. Use the walkers. Because they could stab it. I don't know about that one. Let's get a good look at it. Oh, it's missing an eye. Doesn't look bad. Looks pretty good. Don't do this shit. Don't let the walkers take that down. Just like how the walkers took Shiva down. It makes no sense. A tiger wouldn't get taken down by a bunch of fucking walkers. Yeah, like what? And a bear. A bear wouldn't get taken down by them either. Yeah. Yeah. Jesus. Why wouldn't it charge her? I feel like it'd charge, right? It's gonna jump on the table. Oh, do that, I guess. Thought it was gonna jump up. If you run, they chase you, right? Like, you have to kind of stand your ground a little bit. Isn't the goal, like, you scream at it to try and scare it off or something, right? What is she gonna do with them little itty-bitty knives? I doubt that would that penetrate a fucking bear's skull? I don't know about that one. Oh, did he get it in the eye? Oof. A bit bad, I guess. I don't know, man, that felt like a gimmick. It didn't last long at all. I was hoping it'd last a bit longer than that. It didn't do anything. It just killed a bunch of walkers and then it fucking died. That was it. And they've been building it up this whole season with, like, showing the park and hearing the roars just for it to be dead within, like, 4 minutes. Like, what? I guess CG's expensive, right? But still. Also, this episode's directed by Lauren Cohan, right? I don't know, just that whole fight was a bit weird. Like, she was standing still for so long. I get that, like, maybe that's the thing you're supposed to do, maybe, but I don't know if I buy Herschel stunning it with a little itty-bitty knife. Hey!
You sure that he was running off to find the Doma?
Good luck finding her.
No one for Herschel to find.
Mm.
You know, the Doma has this way of getting into their heads and making them do things they wouldn't normally do.
Similar to what Negan did to some people, right? Because it became like a cult with Negan, right? Well, not a cult, but it was like, I'm Negan, we're all Negan, you know? And obviously he created the Croat.
I won't be sticking around for long. King Francis Theater, 45th and 6th.
Hmm. Because he's still got that elevator, right?
Bruegel's coming for you. Just give you a couple days head start.
How is Ginny?
Did Ginny follow her?
I tell him to stay. Do I go away with them? You don't have to answer that. It's not fair of me to ask.
Hmm.
Do you think they really happened that way? Or is it just easier for us to remember them wrong?
Hmm. That was a pretty decent scene, all things considered. Is the bear still there? Nope, they took it off. CG was too expensive to keep the body there.
Oh, I got a feeling they left that bear as a parting gift.
Mm.
Okay. I guess they're gone then.
It's awkward for him because like she barely speaks lines of dialogue, and he's just. I mean, to be fair, he did take a backfire last season to the bricks, right?
They're here.
Oh, is it the same? Did they bring it back, or is it different actors? Because they're not showing the face. It looks like it.
Take them back to Tennessee where they came from. Do you understand what I am fucking saying to you?
Why though? Like he's scared that he'll hurt them again? Or scared that he'll lose them? Or maybe, you know, Jeffrey Dean Morgan just didn't like the plot line. Because that's true, right? We do know he didn't like that plot. I always thought the Annie shit was kind of dumb, to be fair. Like, suddenly he's got a wife and she's about to give birth. Like, what? Alright, sure. Plus, there was no chemistry between them either.
Please, sit.
Fucking Bruegel.
Bridge partners are a little hard to come by these days.
Name of the episode. Wow.
I am the kind of guy who manipulates, who cheats, whatever it takes to win. Am I right?
Well, yeah, that seems accurate, to be fair.
We were making medicine and rockets and bombs and these little tiny screens and getting so fucking gloriously bored. Yay. So you're not worried about Negan? Gonna get here, and who are they gonna find when they get to the church? Negan. Thrilling adventures of Marshall Armstrong. I was just so surprised at how far she'd gotten.
Is it the governor? Oh, the Navias. Yeah.
So you can go all in, or you can fold.
Why not check? So I guess Bruegel's going to become the main villain then? I'll take that. I mean, Croat's still out there though. Herschel. Nope. Ginny. Will she do it? No, she won't. Oh no, passed out. She's got an infection, right? Yeah, that don't look good. Oh god, yeah. I don't know why she didn't tell anyone. It's not like it was a bite, you know what I mean? Is that it?
Bellevue.
Bellevue.
Oh, I'll cut off tiny
Oh
pieces
shit.
of you.
We got work to do.
Hey! You need to move! Now! There's no time!
That's very Last of Us, going across like a building kind of thing, like a crane. I mean, this was definitely an episode. You know what I mean? Like I'm intrigued to see where it goes, but at the same time, I just feel like we're just fucking doing the same shit over and over and over again. Like, Negan letting the Croat go doesn't really make sense, because, you know, the Croat came back to bite him in the ass, you know, because he didn't kill him back in the day, right? And now he's letting him go, and now he's going to be a problem for Maggie, and potentially fucking Annie, right? Because, like, Annie's in New York. What if there's still people that are willing to follow the Croat, and they take Annie to the Croat? I don't know why he went, oh yeah, fucking, I'm just going to let him go. I don't get what they're doing with Negan. I'm a bit confused. Because it's like he's just moping around. He's not really doing anything, you know? Like, he's just taking over. Like, he played, like, the mastermind last episode, which I liked. But then this episode, it's just, like, he lets the Croat go and then just takes over. And then he's like, oh, you know, I created the Croat the way he is. Okay, then kill him. You know, if you're the reason the Croat is the way he is, then kill him. Because he's never going to change at this point. Like, it's too late for him to change. I don't know, I'm just a bit mixed on what they're doing with Negan. Like, I don't really get what they're doing with Annie and Joshua. Like, they've been teasing them the whole season, and then they finally get here, and then Negan's like, nah, take them back. Like, the only explanation is that obviously Negan wants to keep them safe, and he doesn't want to hurt them again. Which is a bit cowardly, let's be honest. He is being a bit of a pussy there. At the same time, I also look at the behind-the-scenes reason. Because from what I'm aware of, Jeffrey Dean Morgan didn't like the plot for Season 11, where Annie just came into it and, like, Negan had a relationship with a new wife, and they were going to have a kid. I thought that was just a bit weird and random that suddenly he's got this wife out of nowhere. He's been gone for like 2 to 3 episodes and now he's back with a wife. And the chemistry just wasn't there between both actors. Like, I agree that having Annie in the first place was a stupid decision. Because it just, like, it's the final season. We don't have time to really fuck around with Negan's new relationship status. So I'm not surprised that they just kind of scrapped the idea with Dead City, but now they're kind of bringing it back. But you can tell that the show doesn't really want to dive into it that much because they've been teasing Annie this whole season. She gets here and then it's like Negan sends her away. Like, the writers don't really want to dive into that plot line that much because the chemistry just isn't there. Or what if they do a situation where they're about to reunite and the Croat kills Annie or something, and then Negan's going to blame himself for not seeing her sooner. I think Annie as a character shined a lot more when she wasn't in a scene with Negan. Do you know what I mean? She just became this weird kind of character that, like, the only relevance she had is that she was with Negan. That was it. But she was a decent character outside of, like, the Negan relationship stuff. So I do kind of feel sorry for the actress who plays her, because, like, that seems to be all she is now, just Negan's family that he doesn't want to see. And it wasn't even just Season 11 that had the problems of the relationships. It was Season 9 and 10 too. Even though I love Season 9 of the main show, I think Angela Kang's decision making when it came to the relationships in the later seasons was a bit stupid. Do you know what I mean? Like, Gabriel and Rosita got together, like, and then suddenly they were separated, but they never talked about that in dialogue in Season 11. I don't know. It's just weird. Angela Kang's era of the show was all over the place when it comes to, like, relationships, but, like, the plot lines and the storylines that they did in terms of, like, the arcs, like the Whisperer stuff and, you know, the Commonwealth, I think was better in the show versus the comics. Like, I do prefer the Whisperer arc in the show compared to the comics, and I do prefer... however, I mean, technically Vic isn't in the show version, which does suck, and he is in the comic version of the Whisperer War, so that takes away from it, but I also do feel like the Commonwealth arc was a little bit better in the show. But it still wasn't great in both versions, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, the bear scene... I'm a bit underwhelmed by that. I don't know, maybe it's my fault, I expected a bit more, but it's when you do, like, a season-long build-up, and they tease the scene of the bear in the trailer, it gets you a bit hyped for it. It's like, oh shit, there's a bear? Maggie's gonna fight a bear? And then nothing, like, all Maggie did was throw a bunch of things at it and then do this. And that's all she did, really. I guess she let the walkers go and delayed the fucking bear a little bit, but that bear would have instantly, like, fucking destroyed them. And then Herschel throws a little fucking itty-bitty knife at it, and that's enough to damage it. Because, like, that first hit shouldn't have hurt it as much as it did, because it hit it in the top of its skull, right? Is the top of its, like, bear's skulls, like, more... Are they weaker? Because I know bears' skulls are fucking thick. even bullets sometimes I don't think even goes through their head. That you have to have like a high caliber round or something like that to go through a bear skull. Like a pistol round probably wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? So the fact that a little itty bitty knife it does that much damage to it, I don't know if I buy. Especially thrown from a fucking 14-year-old kid. Nah, there's no way he threw it that hard. I guess it maybe just like penetrated its skin and that was enough to like cause it pain, but I don't know. I was just a bit underwhelmed by that whole like sequence, to be honest. There wasn't really much to it. It was cool. Like visually I think the bear looked really good. Like CGI wise it looked fucking great. That's some of the best CG they've done in terms of like an animal. Outside I guess Shiva, right? But you can tell like because it's a CG animal, obviously they're not gonna get a fucking real bear on set. You can tell there's some restrictions with the movement and some, like, the actors, right? Maggie not really moving that much, the bear, like, slowly doing these things. Like, it just felt like they were restricting themselves from doing anything fucking insane, you know? Like, they had it kill a few walkers, but I wish it killed a few humans. I guess it did kill that woman at the beginning, which didn't make any sense. It was hiding in this tiny little bush inside the building. Yeah, I don't know, I just think the whole bear sequence was just a bit weird. Also, Herschel's a little bitch. Like, he pushed Maggie. I guess he saved her, but, like, he's looking for Dharma and she's already dead, you fucking dumbass. Like, I get what he's saying, though, to be fair. Like, you know, all she ever thinks about is Negan, and then, like, even Pearlie said it, like, 1 minute you want Negan dead, the next you want to save his life. Like, I don't get it. But that's just the level of writing we're dealing with. That's not even just character arcs, it's just how bad the writing is, because I feel like Maggie's and Negan's arc ended pretty decently in season 11. You know, I think we all feel that, right? And it's like I said, it just feels like it's fucking regurgitating the same shit over and over and over again. Like, sometimes she wants to save him, sometimes she doesn't want to, you know, kill him, sometimes she does want to kill him, but then she doesn't, she stops herself. Like, she was going to kill him in season 9, and that was the reason fucking Vic went to the CRM, because Daryl was distracting Vic, so Vic couldn't get back to Alexandria, or because of Maggie, and then she didn't even kill Negan anyway, and then Vic wanted to kill Negan, and then suddenly he doesn't want to kill Negan because Carl said so, and even though Carl's fucking dead, like, it doesn't matter, dude. And it's not like it mattered in the grand scheme of things anyway, because all the saviors died. I just thought the episode just wasn't that great. I mean, it's cool that Bruegel is scheming. I like that. I mean, I like Bruegel as a character. I just hope they don't kill him anytime soon. So he found... It makes sense. I mean, he did, you know, find Maggie in that at the boathouse, right? So it makes sense that he would see Narvaez, even though she was clearly about to fucking die. How would he have got her body? That makes no sense. Surely they would... I mean, I guess maybe they got there. He spoke to Narvaez about Pearlie, and then told his people to take her to the museum, and then he knocked on the door. Right, I'd assume that was like the timeline of things. I also said at the beginning of the episode, I do hate that most of this season has kind of been set in Central Park. Like, it's just a boring place to be. Like, the woods, grass, like, it's just, you know, the same as every other Walking Dead shit, you know? Like, Walking Dead spent a lot of time in the woods. Even in The Ones Who Live, which is supposed to be this big budget show, and they spent most of the episodes in the fucking woods. I will say, though, I mean, I do think I'm being maybe a little bit harsh on the episode. Like, even though I was a bit disappointed by the bear scene, maybe I would feel a bit differently on the bear stuff if it wasn't in the trailer. I think Lauren Cohan did a good job directing the episode. I think it's the first time she's directed an episode overall. Maybe she did some other shows, but this would be like the first Walking Dead universe show, which, I mean, makes sense. I mean, she is a producer for this show, so she's got a bit of a say in certain situations, right? Like, there's been moments where actors have become directors, like Michael Cudlitz, who played Abraham, like, he directed a few episodes of Walking Dead and stuff. Bryan Cranston, he directed a few episodes of Breaking Bad, I think. Which, it's always interesting when you have an actor that is like the main star of the show directing an episode of the show. Like, that must be a lot of work, you know, because you've got to focus on the acting and the script, and then you've also got to focus on the directing side of it at the same time. That's probably a lot of work, but at the same time, it's, you know, it stops you from getting bored because you're always doing something. Because actors, I mean, the annoying thing is, right, like, actors do have to wait around a lot on set. Which is chill, you know, you film your scenes and then you wait around for, like, the next take or the next, you know, shot, because they have to set up the next shot and stuff. While, you know, you're directing, you're constantly doing something. You know, you're telling people what to do, you're making sure the actors get the notes that they need, and, like, it's crazy she was in the scene where they had a CG animal, but she also directed that scene too. Like, it's fucking wild. It's not like difficult, but it's just, it puts a lot of pressure on, I guess, Lauren Cohan, right? Because like, make sure she does a good job directing, and then she's also got to pull off the acting performance too. Imagine like you were all three though. You were the writer of the episode, the director of the episode, and you were like the main star of the episode. Like, Jesus. I mean, I guess you wouldn't forget your lines, right? Because you wrote the fucking script. I wonder if Jeffrey Dean Morgan would ever direct an episode. Probably not. But I also did like the scene with Maggie and Negan at the end. I thought that was a pretty good scene. Like talking about the memories and stuff like that. It was just a nice like heart-to-heart moment, and it felt very similar to what season 11's like final scene was between them. Like Negan asking for her advice, and like obviously like I shouldn't ask you that advice, you know, because I took your husband from you. Also, the scene with Croat and Negan, even though I don't agree with him letting Croat go, I did think the acting in that scene was great from both of them. Like Jeffrey Dean Morgan, holy fuck. When he gets emotional, like, and he starts yelling, you get that like season 8 Negan. What was the line? People are a resource, right? Like he doesn't scream that. He I'd have to rewatch the episode. I don't know the exact lines of dialogue. I know he just goes like, people are a resource, and then he keeps slamming the bat, and then he starts yelling, or people are the foundation of what we're building here, or something like that. I think that's the line of dialogue, and he screams that. And then you could see, like, this is why people are scared of Negan. I got that energy. Even at the end when he told, like, the Bratzy to get fucking Annie out of there, and he dropped the F-bomb, like, you could see, like, them being a bit terrified of him, because he's a bit unpredictable. But I think him leading is going to be, like, his downfall. Or something's going to happen that changes the way he's feeling about his family right now. Like, maybe Ginny dies. I mean, I don't see how she wouldn't. She's got an infected wound. Because that would be a reason, like, if Ginny dies, that'll be a reason for Negan to go after his family. But yeah, I guess Adama's dead. I was thinking, like, they didn't exactly show her die. But, which means, like, you know, usually that person isn't dead. But I'm going to guess she is, right? Like, there's no way she would have survived that. Unless the Croat managed to get her out and save her, and then they put in a fake body. I just don't buy that. That'd be weird. But yeah, Bruegel, the way he is on screen just captivates you, you know? It's literally like Negan in the first few seasons that he showed up in, like season 7 and 8. Every scene that Negan was in, you pay attention. I hope they don't kill him this season. Like, he's going to attack Negan, but I hope he doesn't kill him. Like, I hope Negan doesn't kill Bruegel. Also, Pierce couldn't have been locked up that long, right? It was maybe a day or two, a few days maybe, which, you know, I did say it in the reaction that, you know, it's very similar to what Negan did to, like, Daryl and stuff and Dwight, putting him in that little, like, fucking, I guess, cell for a few days in Sasha. We've got 2 more episodes left. We'll have to see where the story goes. I guess next episode, Negan's going to the hospital to get medical supplies for Ginny, which should be interesting. And then Maggie's going to go looking for Herschel with the Croat's help. I don't know. I feel like the Croat's going to be a problem. Like, him still being out there is always, like, having a villain kind of character still out there looming as a threat is going to be a problem. Like, I could see Negan regretting his decision to let him go. You know what I mean? I also did like the scene where Negan talks about, like, lining people up and doing the show and dance and stuff. You know, joking around, making a performance out of it type of thing, right? Which is what I said. Like, he always, like, back in the main show, I was saying it does feel like he's, like, acting when he's doing the lineup stuff. You know what I mean? Like, he's performing for his people. So I'm glad, like, you know, the show kind of confirmed that. Like, that's just how it felt. Like, it even happened last season. He goes into that Negan mode where he has to, like, it's like a protection mode in a way. Like I said, I thought the episode was okay. Could have been better. I do wish the bear scene was a bit longer and it did a bit more, to be honest. But, hey, I mean, at least we got to see the bear. Right? And we got to see Maggie, you know, badassly kind of face off against the bear. Even though she didn't really do anything to it. Like, she freed a few walkers. It killed the walkers instantly. Herschel was the one that killed the bear. Yeah, I mean, that basically sums it all up. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. And I will see you for the next one. Ta-ta and farewell.